Okay, I'm going to leave question 1 for now because I've got most people to do that. I'm going to do question 2. So the first thing with these ones is we've got to read the question carefully. So there are 71 chocolate buttons in 2 piles. The second pile has 13 more than the first pile. So let's have a look at that. So let's just think about this for a moment. I've got one, if I just draw over here, 1 pile plus 2 piles equals 71. That's the information that we know. So there's 71 chocolate buttons in 2 piles. The second pile has 13 more than the first pile. So I could write plus 13 in there, couldn't I? Because I know it's got 13 more. So now let's look at here. So there are 71 chocolate buttons in 2 piles. There's my 2 piles, there's my 71. The second pile has 13 more than the first pile, so I'm going to put plus 13. If there are C chocolate buttons in the first pile, write an expression for the number of chocolate buttons in the second. So I know there's C in this pile, so C plus 13. So if there were, write an expression for the number of chocolate buttons in the second pile. So I've already done it. Here it is here. So that is, so for part A, so I've got my answer, which is C plus 13. So by thinking out aloud, reading it and drawing a picture, I've already got my answer to part A. Now let's look at part B. It says write an equation to describe this situation. So we've got this here. So here's our equation. So once again, by reading the question, drawing a diagram, figuring it out, now I've got that already. So let's have a look at this. I've got my C plus 13 equals 71. Now that's a fine answer. That's a good answer, but is there a better answer? Let's think about this. I've got C and C. C plus C, that gives me 2C plus 13 equals 71. So this one here is a good answer. This is a better answer. Now let's have a look. Part C. Solve the equation to find the value of C. So we've done this before. I'm going to write my 2C plus 13 equals 71. So let's have a look at this. I've got my plus 13 on this side. I want to get it to that side. So it was a plus 13, so now it becomes a negative 13. Sorry about that. So let's write this down. 2C equals 71, take 13. So 2C, what's that equal? Let's think. 71 take 13. It's a bit hard. So that's 8 and 68, 58. Okay, so I've got that. So now I've got my 2C equals 58. This is 2 times C, so what do I do when I take this over to this side? It was a times 2, so it becomes a divide by 2. C equals 58 divided by 2. Remember we put it underneath because that's our divide. And what's 58 divided by 2 is 26. So how many chocolate buttons were in each pile? So now I'll go my D. So that means in this pile over here there's 26. So over in this pile there must be 26 plus 13, which equals 39. And I'll double check that. So does 39 plus 26 work? Equals 71? And it does, so I'm right. Now, I'll just give you a hint on this one here. So Pearly has been given a handful of jelly beans and is given 7 more. So this one, don't forget to read that part. So let B equal represent the number of jelly beans that Pearly started with. Write an expression for the number of jelly beans she has now. Well, she was given 7 more. She started with B, was given 7 more. So it'll be B plus 7. If she ends up with 23 beans, write an equation. So this was an expression, had no equal sign. So now we've got an equation, so we can put an equal sign. So we have B plus 7 equals 23. So you should be able to figure out how many jelly beans she had at the very start from all of this information. So go through it step by step. Okay, good luck.